Hi, I'm Dave from Hardy Scale Models, and thanks for checking out my latest video. So this one's not a video build. This is just a bit of an update on where I am with what I'm building at the moment. It's been about 6 weeks since I posted my last video. I've been really busy. I'm actually moving jobs, so there's been quite busy with that, and lots of sickness in the family. We've all had COVID. All three of my kids have had coughs and colds, so I hadn't had much time for modelling, to be honest. By the time I've got them all sorted, me and my wife are both knackered, so yeah, so first video in a while. So what I thought I'd do is just show you where I'm at with the latest builds. I'm actually working on 3 builds at the moment for various reasons, and also for my next video build that I'm hoping to start maybe in a few weeks time. I've got 3 models that are in the stash that I'm gonna have another vote on. The vote was kind of good fun last time, so yeah, I'll get a vote on our Instagram page or on here for that. And before I go into the actual builds that I'm working on at the minute, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who subscribed. I've gone past 300 subscribers now, which is tiny in YouTube standards, but to me, I think I just love it. I think that's incredible. I'm really chuffed. I can't believe there's 300 people who actually want to see me talk about models, but there you go. Great stuff, love it. If you're not subscribed, please do. And you'll basically, if you've got any video builds that you'd like to see, let me know and I can see what I can do about putting one on. Yeah, so without further ado, get on to the actual builds that I've been working on. So first up, this is my main build at the moment. Obviously this is the Airfix 1:24 scale Hawker Typhoon Car Door version. I got this sort of back end of last year, and I was always going to use this as my sort of main build for the year. So what my plan was to have this sort of ongoing as a build while I worked on some smaller ones as well. So this is the main build that's taking up most of my time at the moment. As you can see, I've got the cockpit and engine complete. Got it mounted on the base of the wing now, and there's various bits and pieces that you can see down here that go into the wing frames, build up the airframe, and then you put in the guns, seal the wings, and then seal the fuselage up. So this is the stage I've got to, so you can see the engine there. Very detailed kit. It's actually a really nice kit to build as well. I've really enjoyed this. I have put some extra parts in, some Edward photo etch kits parts. So as you can see here in the cockpit, there's quite a lot of photo etch stuff has gone in. You can see the slightly different colour of the blue there, and the cockpit instrument panel is actually a Yahoo 3D printed cockpit set, which is absolutely lovely. It's really detailed. It's so nice. Looks really good. And then everything else is just fresh out of the kit. So there you can see the Edward seat belts and things. I'll just move that into position. So this is a really enjoyable build. So it'll take some time. I don't have a huge amount of time to do modelling. I'll just do it when I can. So this is the one that takes up most of the time, but it's worth it. It is a very nice kit to build. The only watch out, if you do have this kit, the reason I didn't do a video build on this is because the kit's been out a while and there are a lot of video builds on this. So one watch out is this spar here. This is the very first piece, very first main spar that you put together in the build, and I've noticed that I've put it in back to front, which has caused a couple of little issues. So I've sort of had a look at this on YouTube, and there's quite a few video builds where they've also pointed out you've got to be very careful when you put this part in, and it is right at the start of the build. But yeah, it has caused a couple of issues, mainly here with like these additional parts that go in there. I've had to trim them to get them to fit, because obviously it's now back to front. Hoping that's the last of the issues it's going to cause, but we'll see. Might be a little bit of scratch building involved, but yeah, there you go. And as I said, you live and learn. You make mistakes, you learn by them. So yeah, there's the same with kits as well. The other watch out is this part here, this part of the engine. This is very difficult to get stuck in place. It took me quite a few attempts to get it to actually stick into place. For whatever reason, it wasn't going in, and that was with normal sort of Tamiya clear cement, quick setting, etc, etc. It's just, there was a bit of a problem, but all in all, really enjoyable build, and hoping to crack on with that soon, get the rest of those parts finished. Second one I've got going is another Airfix kit, and this is the 1/72 scale Sea Harrier FRS.1. The reason I'm building this, it's the 40th anniversary of the Falklands War, when this aircraft was prominent in it. Probably made the invasion, oh, not the invasion, we made the liberation of the islands possible, because these guys basically took care of pretty much of the Argentine Air Force. So that's the reason I'm doing it. It's something I remember from my childhood. I always remember when I was really little, when I first started getting into aircraft, it was because these guys won the TV every night in the spring of 1982. Not that I enjoyed seeing war or anything like that on TV, but it was nice, because I was starting to like aircraft even at the age of 6. It was nice to see it on the news all the time. So yeah, so that's why I'm building this one. Bit further along with this one, it's all sort of primed, pre-shaded, painted, got a clear coat on it, and the decaling's nearly finished, so I'm pretty much all complete apart from that side. So I just need to finish that, stick the cockpit down, paint those black, and then get obviously the undercarriage on and the weapons and things. So yeah, get that one finished soon, hopefully. And then the final one I'm working on is this, which is the Tamiya 1/48 scale F-15C. Reason I'm building this is one of the YouTube channels I like to watch and follow is the International Scale Modeler, Paul Bretland. Very good channel, very informative, and Paul Bretland's a very talented model maker. And they're having a memorial build for one of their members who died suddenly recently, and apparently his favourite aircraft was the F-15. So they're all doing a group build for this, so I thought I'd join in. So I had a kit in the stash, so I thought I'd get this built up. So this has taken a bit longer than I planned. As you can see, got the main aircraft fuselage together, got the cockpit done. Best blue colour I've ever seen, this Tamiya metallic blue, it's lovely. So got that done, bit of filling on it. It's going to need more weight. That side there's really bad, and that side there's really bad. For Tamiya, I'm really surprised. And then you compare it to that side, which is perfect. So yeah, got that mainly pulled together, get the filling done, then get it primed and get it all sort of finished off. So that's the 3 models that I've got in progress at the moment. Like I say, the plan was to get the Typhoon started, and then, because it would take time, and make other models with it, which is why I started this Sea Harrier. So once that's finished, I need another model to build. So I'm gonna do another video build, but I'm gonna do another vote. So what I've got 3 models that I've bought over the last sort of 2 years that are sat in my stash, and I do love aircraft carrier aircraft, mainly because you get some really weird aircraft, you get some weird designs, purpose-built things, stuff that's been converted to be used on a carrier, and that includes the Royal Navy, from obviously the UK where I am, and US carrier aircraft, which especially in the 60s, some of the colourful sort of schemes they had and things like that. So I've got 3 kits here, and I need to decide which one I'm going to build. So first one up is this one, which is the Fujimi 1/72 scale Ford F7U Cutlass. Very unusual aircraft, as you can see. Typical 60s, 50s, 60s colourful American schemes. I haven't built a Fujimi kit before. I think from what I've heard, they're very nice. It's all packaged up. This was found on eBay. Got this for a very good price. Fairly straightforward. There's only a couple of screws in it, so it shouldn't take too long. But it's an aircraft that I've always liked, just because it's so different. So that's option 1. And then the second option is this, which is the Grumman E2C Hawkeye. Now, this is the sort of airborne control aircraft for the US Navy, and this is the Japanese version. So what I've done is I do want to do it in a US scheme, but it was quite hard to find one. So I've done a bit of shopping around. Local model shop in Whitley Bay where I live is called Kitbox, run by a guy called Frank, and it's pardon me, a proper traditional model shop. Not many of them left in the northeast of England where I am. There really isn't. There's only 3 that I'm aware of in the northeast where the proper traditional model shops, not chains like Hobbycraft, that sort of thing. Really sad compared to what it was when I was a kid, but there you go. That's the way the world's going at the moment, unfortunately. So I've been down to see Frank, and I've got some E2C, well, these are E2A kit decals, but I'm gonna make do with those. And I've also bought some standard US roundels, which I'll use. See, there's the Japanese kit. So again, this is another Fujimi kit from Japan, another sort of nice detailed kit. So that one will be the second in the vote. It's also a very famous US aircraft. And then the final one is this one. So this is a Hasegawa kit. Now I never know how to pronounce this, because you see people say Hasegawa. I've always said Hasegawa, but probably wrong, but there you go. My Geordie twang's probably ruined that. But it's a 1/72 scale Grumman S2F tracker. So this is an early 50s carrier aircraft. I think it was an anti-submarine aircraft. Yeah, anti-submarine from the 1950s in the US Navy. Again, this is actually quite an old kit. I believe this kit, maybe, I've looked at scalemates.com, which is a good website for if you need to print off copies of instructions or anything like that, guides on kits and their history. I think this one was actually made in 1975, which is the year I was born, which is a little bit scary. So yeah, this is like an old 70s kit. It's very, very straightforward. You can see again just 2 sprues and some clear possums and decals. They're starting to yellow a bit, which you would expect on a 40-year-old kit. So what I might do with this, they do look a bit faded. If I go for this one, or whenever I do get around to building it, I will probably buy some new decals for it, some aftermarket decals or something similar. But you can see, I mean, Hasegawa instructions are completely different now. I mean, this is really old, but it's a simpler kit, and again, it should be a fun build. So that's option 3. So what I'm going to do is have the little vote on my Instagram page, Hardy Scale Models on Instagram, or on here. So if you want to have a vote on Instagram, I'll put a poll on there. If you'd rather have a vote on this, if you just leave a comment on the video, if you wouldn't mind, just saying Hawkeye, Cutlass or Tracker, depending on the one that you want. And what I'll do is once I'll give that a week or so, and then I'll sort of count up the votes, see where we are, and then I'll look to start a video build on one of those. So again, thanks for checking in on the channel. Really appreciate it. If, like I say, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I do love sort of doing these videos. They're a lot of fun. I don't get paid to do them. I don't get sponsorship. I don't have a Patreon. I don't ask you to buy me coffees or any of that carry on. So yeah, it's just purely for my own sort of enjoyment at night time when I finish work and got nothing to do. I'll go and do some modelling and do a video build and talk rubbish on a YouTube channel for a little bit. But I do appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch it. Yeah, just a big thank you from me. So yeah, thanks for checking in. It's Good Friday today, so have a very happy Easter. Hope you have lots of fun with your families, or extra time for modelling if you're not at work. And I'll catch up with everyone soon. Thanks for chatting in now. Bye.